Hi, how you doing? My name is Tanner with the Horrorable Show. I don't know if this microphone's really picking up. Keeks is back there trying to get some food that I just cooked, but I ate it all because I am out of shape. But that's going to be all right. So this is kind of the free form, try to do less edits, kind of when I'm kind of crunched for time. This is the Horrible Show Redux. Welcome. Yeah, so my name is Tanner. If you're not familiar with the Horrible Show, I have a couple different type of videos on this channel, and what I like to do, I kind of just like to celebrate movies, whether it's through Blu-ray, just through discussions, through going to see them in the theater, even parodies. I like to do a good parody. I like to cook. That's one thing I like to do too, and I think somehow in the horror community, cooking is a big thing too, and I don't think a lot of people talk about that, and I like to embrace that, because what's more tantalizing than having a Texas Chainsaw Massacre themed roast, which I have planned here soon. It's the Horrible Show, and yeah, it totally sucks. I wrote that. I really did. Alright, so if you're a fan of this channel, or you're a fan of this content, if you can like, subscribe, hit that bell. If you want to be up to date with all the notifications and episodes of The Horrible Show or The Horrible Show Redux. So, I got my trusty computer right here. And before we get to it, how you guys doing? Alright, and before we really get into anything, I just want to put a pause on everything and just ask, how are y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? I know life is pretty tough out there. It's kind of tough these days, and I know I have my wavering moments of not being all right. I think everybody else does, and I really just hope that you're doing okay. I hope you're doing well. Anything good going on in your life? Put them in the comments, for real. Maybe that you could pass some of those good vibes around, and I'm totally all about that. What you guys been watching? I'm really interested to hear. Of course, I'm on Letterboxd. If you guys want to see what kind of stuff I'm watching, yeah, let me know if you're on Letterboxd. If you want to put it down below, that's the easiest way for me to figure out what you guys are watching, and it's amazing. I get to figure out what's hot, what's in the now. Not sponsored by Watermelon Bubbly. What you been listening to as well. I've been listening to the couple new Arctic Monkey songs. Really happy with that. Not as pleased with the new Megadeth album, but that is another story to tell. What you guys been listening to? Anything good? Are you doing the 31 Days of Horror? Is this something that you're trying to do with your life? Because I am. I'm going to kind of break up these videos into maybe either 4 or 5 parts towards the end of the week. I don't know if I'm going to post one right away. But yeah, what I got right here, what this video is pretty much based on. I'm going to have a whole stack of things. I'm going to try to do more than 31 movies, but we'll see. I think I'll be able to hit it though. But first I want to give an extra, please don't mind me, I'm taking forever. And I really don't know if this microphone's recording, let's be honest. Because I hit the sound on there and it seems to be working. Alright, I do want to give a highlight. Check out this Horrible Show freaking art, y'all. I don't think I've ever put this in a video yet, but so this is by Kate Bashaw, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Kate. And it is absolutely amazing. I was blown away by just everything about it, really. So you can find her on Instagram, K_Bashaw art, and yeah, I think you'll really enjoy her work. The holidays are coming up. She does commissions. Just overall, genuinely a nice person. So I definitely recommend that. Awesome bumper stickers too. And I think she just re-released some older bumper stickers that she had, like some Halloween ones and Real Monsters. So 31 Days of Horror. Are you guys gonna do it? What movies are you watching? Let me start busting out my list. I don't know if I've shown a lot of these movies here on this channel yet, and this is no particular order. I got Perfect Blue, I hear this one is a little bit more of a drama-esque. But I'm really interested in checking it out. So I watched the original Psycho, not for the first time, but probably a couple, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I keep on hearing great things about the sequels. Like really, considering how great the original Psycho is, that the sequels are so watchable. So I'm gonna I have this collection in my library already, so I'm gonna go ahead and check out the 2 sequels. I believe I put this one in a pickup. This is The Fan. So I'm pretty sure this is a stalker movie. And I'm going to rewatch. So I already had Blue Velvet. I had a copy of Blue Velvet already. I'm trying to get more. David Lynch is a huge blind spot for me. So I'm definitely trying to figure out which ones to watch. I also picked up. Well, I just got this. I got a used copy from Orbit DVD. Not a sponsor, but they're amazing. And I also just picked up the complete television series of Twin Peaks. So I'm going to be watching these. Hopefully, I can get to Twin Peaks this month. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's coming out. A lot of stuff that I'm going to be watching. I'm going to take a rewatch of Don't Look Now. Last time I checked, this one was a little slow for me. But just rewatching certain movies, and I'll talk about it here in the next couple of vlogs. I rewatched the Blair Witch Project, the OG Blair Witch Project, and it was hitting. You know, sometimes movies, they'll just be like, but it hit. It really did. I was really intrigued. It kept my attention, especially for something that I've rewatched a bunch of times throughout the years. So maybe Don't Look Now will be a little bit different for me. So we got Killer Party. This one came out with a really nice Scream Factory release, but I got this Warner Archive one. I think I got it for like $2. So I want to check that one out first, and if it's worth the upgrade, then we'll go ahead and upgrade it, you know? So depending on how far we get in our Twin Peaks saga over here, Fire Walk With Me. And I believe this is a prequel to the first season. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I know we got some really Lynchian Lynch files out there that just absolutely loves everything that he does. So I'm going to move on. Hopefully, Blue Velvet, Lost Highway. Hopefully, I got my copy reserved. Should be coming in the mail here within the next couple weeks. I have a copy, the Kino copy of Lost Highway, but I figured I would upgrade. I believe that one's the 4K. Yeah, so that's technically an upgrade. Retribution. I showed this off in either an Instagram post or in my last video, but this is director of Pulse and Cure. I've rewatched Cure, and I'm also going to be rewatching Cure one more time because I have that. It's getting re-released by the Criterion Collection, so I'm going to be watching that again this month. Next up, we got In a Glass Cage. I believe this is Brazilian. So I keep on hearing really great and intense things about this movie. I picked this up not too long ago. Cult Epics, pretty underrated releasing company. Is that what you would call them? But yeah, In a Glass Cage. I'm really excited for that one. Might get a lot of flack for this. Exorcist 2. It's been a little while since I've seen it. I had a older DVD release, and I just upgraded to the Scream Factory. Surprisingly, came with the slipcover. I'm not a huge slipcover guy. I think there's a lot of people that live and die by the slipcover, and I'm just like, hey man, let's just watch this movie, you know. Antichrist. Just picked this up. Lars Van Trier. Yeah. Been a long time. Almost said I've never seen it, but it has been so long that it is almost a memory that has slipped. I'm not gonna stop with that sentence. But it's pretty much, it could use a good rewatch. So I'm either gonna rewatch that by myself, or a buddy of mine, Mr. Rodder Reviews, Mike, is doing if you're a part of his Patreon, he is doing a 24 hour Halloween stream, and Antichrist is going to be on there. So I think it might be a better idea to watch it with some people. So I might hold off. But either way, it's going to get watched. I just got this copy of the Funhouse, 4K copy of the Funhouse in. Not too much different from the Scream Factory original release. We got a couple new interviews on there. But yeah, I've always really enjoyed the Funhouse. I think it's a very underrated Tobe Hooper movie. I think it's just a good, like, turn off your brain slasher. I think if you did the Funhouse, and then if you did Night of the Demons, you're gonna have a good Halloween, bro. You're gonna have a good ass Halloween. Yeah. So we're starting to dip into some of the movies that I've already watched for the 31 Days of Horror. Like I said, I'll make another video about that. But I rewatched the first 3 Hellraiser movies. And man, let me tell you, if you do not have the Arrow releasing of the Hellraiser movies, the first 3, it's so good. Get that box set. I think you can get it for like less than $50. I know it's Region B, but sometimes that's worth getting a region free player. If you go on eBay, get one for $100. Even if you're 4K, it's so worth it. They got the Ju-On box set that's coming out. That's going to be region B locked. Yeah, today's the day where you start thinking about region free player, especially if you're into movies, especially physical media at all. It's so worth it. You just unlock all your opportunities for it. And even if you put it on, like, I got a TV that I use in the bedroom that I never watch. Let's say if you have your big entertainment center in the living room, and that's where you get your 4Ks. But put it in the bedroom where, if you want to watch something a little different, you can just put it on in there. And maybe, I haven't checked the region free prices. Maybe it's even better these days, because I remember before, a couple of years ago, maybe about 2 years ago, I got my region free player, and it was like $110 off of eBay. Long story longer. So we got The Wicker Man. So underrated, so unsettling and creepy. Big fan. It had been a long time since I watched that one too. This one has, so they just came out with I can't remember what the company was. It'll come to me. But they got like a really big box set of it coming out, each with the individual packaging and disc, like a 4-disc Wicker Man complete cut. But this is kind of like the condensed version. This is a Region B release, but this is from Studio Canal. The new release that they have, I think it has like one more documentary, but this thing is jam-packed too, and I got it for like a fraction of the price. So that's what I had to do right now. All right. And Carrie, this is the Arrow steelbook that I got from Lauren's Collections. Y'all remember Lauren's Collections? She's an amazing person. You can still check her out on Instagram, and I highly suggest you do so. Yeah, so Carrie, one of my all-time favorite movies. This one just got a 4K announcement. That's going to be out before the end of the year. Yeah, I really enjoy Carrie. I don't care how many times you remake that movie. It's not going to be better than the De Palma one. Just the camera angles and the cinematography, it's just amazing. All right, so this movie is called Whispering Corridors. So this is a Korean thriller ghost horror movie. So this one that I know of hasn't had a solid Blu-ray release. So this is the Tartan Asian Extreme line. So this movie also has 2 sequels, and I don't know if they are direct sequels with like characters or they're like spiritual sequels, but I know that you can get them in a box set. If you go to Kino.com, you can kind of get all of these in one spot. For like $30, it's not bad. $10 a movie. compared to renting it. Yeah, so that's going to be Whispering Corridor. The next film that follows it is a Memento Mori. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. And then the Wishing Stash. Yeah. So, yeah, these are all from the Tartan Asian Extreme line. And those will be first-time watches for me. Yeah, a lot of these actually... some of the Lynch stuff is a first-time watch. Battle Royale. I'm going to watch the first one. But I'm not sure which cut to watch. Director's cut or the theatrical cut. If there's anything that you like from the two, let me know. Maybe I'll just see how long they are. Sometimes I hope that whenever it's a director's cut, I hope that it's really just scenes added in and not scenes exchanged. Because I just like to watch. If it's a movie that ends up being longer with everything else that's intact from the theatrical version, I'm all about that. But if it's something that's like some stuff's cut out, some stuff's re-edited, it just makes for a harder watch for me, because then it really makes me want to go back and watch like 5 cuts. And that's cool for not October, but I want to watch as many movies as I can. Just Before Dawn. And this is the Code Red release, and this has a bunch of special features on it still, but I believe that Synapse is releasing the 4K this year, maybe before the end of the year, I want to say. Memories of Murder. Amazing movie. I cannot stress people see this movie enough. It will damn near bring you to tears. The end scene, y'all, end scene. The Beyond. How many times can I talk about The Beyond? It's so mean-spirited and amazing, and it's like I'm gonna talk in depth about this here soon, but amazing and strange, just like all the things that I like. Be like, this makes like little to no sense. Like, are these people doomed? Are they ghosts? Like, what is going on? Like, you don't know. Like, why are these things happening to these people? And it's just fantastic. Salem's Lot. Some more Tobe Hooper. Didn't realize that we had two of the Hoop Man on here. I'm never gonna call him that again. So, and we also have Psycho Goreman. If you've never seen this, please just watch. All right, and there's I got a couple wild cards because I did hit the Scream Factory sale. So I believe that is around 28-ish movies. Scream Factory sale. If I get them in time, I'm going to watch maybe Shocker, Wes Craven, maybe Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. I'm definitely going to watch the new Hellraiser. There's a new horror movie out kind of based on Momo, the Momo thing from the internet, called Grim Cuddy. I think that comes out in the middle of the month. Yeah, there's definitely... So I have like 4 or 5 wild card slots depending on what comes in through my orders and what gets kind of held back or doesn't come in quite in time for October. So that's it for the 31 Days of Horror, y'all. I'd really love to hear what you guys are watching. Are you excited for the new Hellraiser? Are you excited? Have you heard of Grim Cuddy? And it's so nice to talk to you. It really is, from the bottom of my heart. You guys make it worth it. Really do. All right. Tell people love them. Give people hugs. Don't be horrible like us. Bye.
Let's go.